This is the inside of the back porch. Looking outwards, just to give a little detail on how I put it together and some of the basic essentials of what happened in the reconstruction. I had to fill in a little gap there, a couple of feet wide, where the door had been. Fortunately, we had some leftover bricks from the construction of the house many years ago that we rounded up around on the property here and there, produced enough bricks to fill in the gap, and let me have my mortar 101 class. Didn't do very good, but you know, and I'm happy with it. Up top, we have the ceiling was the worst part of it, because the rafters and the joists were on no kind of standard. Some of them were 2-foot centers, and some of them were 16, and some of them they just put boards up wherever they wanted one at. No kind of standard whatsoever. Plus they weren't even parallel. Some of them narrowed down as they ran outwards. Had a 2-foot center at the house side and 22 inches out at the end. And it got worse from there. That's just an example. You can see from the hurricane straps I put up there what the centers were like. They're everything from 2 foot, 16 inches, and 8 and 10 inches, and just no standard whatsoever. The ceiling was put up in small sections because of the taper and the difficulty of handling 4x8 material overhead. So I ripped them down into smaller sections, and my wife and I put them up together, and it takes 4 hands to put these things up and nail them in place. Being the tightwad that I am, cheapskate, whatever you want to call me, and rather than buying lattice strips, whatever you call them, lattice I guess it is, I ripped my own out of a couple of pieces of 4x4 and put all that up to cover the gaps, and sealed it all in with caulking so there wasn't no gaps to look at. And just tried to do as well as I could. It's not like a professional redone porch would be, but it's what we have, and we're proud of it, and happy to have a usable back porch now instead of a junked up old storage room that was falling down. This is inside of the end wall of the back porch area. It was unfinished when I started with it, but I decided to do something a little bit different. Just put some white pine planks in there at a 45-degree angle, and even though they're white pine, some of them got a lot of red in them. Looks a little bit like cypress, but I think that just adds to the beauty of it. All I did there was cut them at 45-degree angles and frame it in, and put them up there with finishing nails. Put a coat of clear over it just to protect it, and I didn't want a high gloss finish, so I just used one coat that basically soaked in as a protectorant, and let it go at that. This is the exterior view of the rear porch project, just to give a rough idea how it come out. The lighter brickwork, where I had to take the door out and brick it up, doesn't match yet because we haven't pressure washed the old brick in the area. When it's all pressure washed, it'll all match just fine, because the bricks used were leftovers from the construction of the house. The fascias and soffits were all redone. There was no soffitting, it was just open rafters up in there, and we didn't want that. We wanted them all boxed in smoothly, and I put paneling up there, sealed it all in and painted it, and done it the way it ought to have been done in the first place. Got a little bit more we want to do to it. I run out of working weather last year and had to put a stop to it, but down on the far end I want to do the exterior wall the same way I did the interior wall, except I want to do it in the pressure treated to match the rest of the back porch. Pressure treated needs to dry out before it's painted, so that would give us some time to decide whether we want to leave it natural pressure treated color or paint it in to match the rest of the property, which we'll probably leave it like it is, but we have a little time to decide that. This shows the detail of the softening that I put up. It's just OSB nailed up and caulked on the porch structure. I used 2x6 up top with anticipation of being able to screen it in when I take a notion to, or if we decide to. At the bottom I just used 2x4s on the outer edge, just as a framework for possible screening. If we don't screen it in, or if we do, I may go back and put some 1x4s, filling that in and making a better block effect on it, rather than just a 2x4 on the outer edge. Put one on the inner and then a 1x4 on the top of it and box it all in, and doing the same at the top side. Well, this has been an update on where we stand on the back porch project from last year. It still needs a few little finishing touches. That cable hanging down is a cable TV cable that goes to the rear bedroom back there. We may put it back up or remove it altogether. The decision hadn't been made, but we'll make that decision at some point soon. I've had to cobble this video together out of several short videos trying to deal with a rainy day and showers that keep coming and going. But anyway, that's where we stand on the back porch project, and thanks for watching. Check back with us.